pretty
That is
impressive. With more #1 records than any other female artist of the decade.
Phenomenal.
Is that a phenomenal record?
Take a look at her first #1 hit.
Watch this.
That's funny. Will you please welcome Mariah Carey? It's nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
And you look so lovely.
Thank you.
All right, guys, calm down. Where you at? This guy's good. You got flowers?
Flowers.
Come here. Come here.
Come give her
Come here.
flowers.
You got to give her some flowers. He wants to do this so bad.
What's your name? Okay, you can sit down
Okay,
now.
sit down. Sit down.
Thank you.
Mariah, you know, just watching that clip, the concerts that you do, the production value is just immaculate. Is that something you get involved in?
Actually, this was kind of the first real tour that I ever did. I did a little one with my Music Box album, which had Hero and Dream Lover and stuff. But this one was the first time I ever went in like such big venues. Like we were in really big stadiums around the world. And we just happened to film it and decided to do this special that's going to be on the 15th. So it's really like me around the world in different places. But the production value was a lot different than what I used to do. It used to be just like, first of all, I used to be terrified to be on stage. I used to have really bad
Stage fright?
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get over it?
Because I had to. I had no choice. You know, pretty much it's standard when you're a singer, you got to go on stage.
Yeah.
So I got over it, and you know, then gradually.
But how did you do that? I mean, did you just decide one day and it just got easy?
I don't even know. It was just like when you have no choice. You know how it is when you have no choice and you know, you have to condition yourself to different situations. And I'm glad that I got over it because I really enjoy performing live now, and I enjoyed doing this tour because Debbie Allen was involved.
She's great.
Yeah,
She's
I
great.
love her. And she did Fame, the movie Fame, and she said, if you want fame, fame costs, and here's where you start paying whatever. Anyway, she was on there, and she was with me, working with me and helping me arrange the whole show, and she conceptualized like the opening, a lot of things. So it was good. It's much different than my other 2 TV specials. I had 2 other specials, and this is way different.
But this one takes you all around
What
the world.
parts of the world?
A lot of different shows in Australia, and I had a lot of fun in Australia.
It's beautiful down there.
Isn't it nice
I
there?
love it down
The water flushes the other way in the toilet.
Oh, Marie.
It does?
It
I didn't
does.
notice that little perk.
It does.
We're talking to Mariah
does.
Carey, and she's talking about flushing a toilet.
It does.
We'll be right back with Mariah Carey right after this.
How's it going? Carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can. Come on, sing one line for me. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you.
That was Australia.
Was that in Australia?
Yeah.
She must have been on cloud 9.
I saw her in the audience, and I brought her up on stage. She's really cute.
What a
adorable.
That's a beautiful little
She was
girl.
singing. You can't hear her singing, but I could hear her. I was
Yeah.
trying to get her to sing in the microphone, but you know.
Oh, it's still cute, though.
I'm sure she was terrified. Speaking of stage fright.
First time on stage, whatever, 30,000 people, oh, whatever.
Yeah, right. By the way, I have to
Exactly.
clarify. When you first came out, I said Dream Lover was your first #1. That was incorrect. It was Vision of Love.
Vision of Love, yeah.
But that clip that we played was also from the special that's airing tomorrow night.
Yeah,
right?
that was from one of the shows around the world,
Yeah.
which is the title of the special.
Can I tell you, Hero is such a great song.
Oh,
you.
I love that
It is
song.
the message in it. You know, I actually, we've used that for, you know, some charity things that I have done. But you have a fabulous charity. I mean, you have been a hero to a lot of people. You have to tell everybody about, it's Camp
Mariah.
Mariah, right?
It's with the Fresh Air Fund, and the Fresh Air Fund is an the Fresh Air Fund is an organization, a little tired today, which takes kids from the inner cities who, some of whom have never been outside, you know, their own block or their own environment, and definitely have never been to the country. So they get to go and either live with host families for the summer and go back. Usually they'll go back to the same family every year.
Really?
Or my camp is a career awareness camp. So the kids go. It's a fun camp too, but they go and they can like learn about different careers and different options that they have, and I go up and visit them and bring different
That's so
you know, people.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's really terrific.
What a great idea. Gives them a lot of self-esteem and gives them a start in life.
Yeah, it does, and I actually like going up there. They do little shows and stuff, and actually, usually once a year, somebody sings that song.
Hero.
Yeah.
One of the kids?
Yeah.
Do you have any special kid or funny thing that happened that you remember?
There's always something funny like that happens when I go up to the camp because they don't expect me to really go there.
Yeah.
And you know, the whole summer, whatever, there's 2 different intervals where, you know, half the summer one group goes and another summer another group goes. And so I usually try to go up at least once, you know, for each group. So they make up Camp Mariah songs and they do all this stuff. So then they go and they perform it for me. But they're kind of like, are you real? Like, you know, you know when you're used to seeing someone on TV and then you see someone in person, it's when you're not used to it, so it's cool.
You mentioned that you're tired this morning. You've been working awfully hard on this show. What are the things you've been doing?
Well, aside from the whole year, which started out, you know, touring and doing that whole thing, which I haven't taken a rest. Actually, I haven't taken a rest since I put out my first record, but that's another story.
Yeah.
I haven't taken.
You know, show business looks glamorous, but it really is a lot of work.
I know,
Yeah.
and then people, I really don't like to say that because I say it to other entertainers because we understand that, you know, it isn't all glamour, but sometimes I know how I used to look at people like, what are you talking about? At least you have a job, at least you're doing something, at least you're doing what you want to do, which is something that I have to always keep in perspective because, you know, I could be doing something I hate, at least it's something that I love to do.
Absolutely. Right.
But what I've been
What a
doing
great
with this,
attitude.
well, you
That's
gotta
a great
have
attitude.
what I'm doing with this special is I've been editing and working on, actually I have an Avid computer at my house.
Oh,
and-
come on. You get involved in the editing process?
I know. I wish I
Really?
didn't. Well, you know what? With this show...
Are you a perfectionist?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Really?
Unfortunately, I am. But with this special, I couldn't really be too much of one because we didn't plan on it being a special. When I was in Australia or Taipei or any of those places, we were just filming the show so that the crowd could see me on the screen because they were in such big places. So I only had like, you know, 1 camera and 1 shot. You can't really edit that much with that. So that's why I kind of had to really oversee the project, and I ended up bringing the computer into my house, and the editor has been traveling around the world with me, and it's not a typical
Multi-talented.
Well, not
You
really.
get
You know
involved in
what?
everything.
You say you're a perfectionist. Do you have like pet peeves?
Too many to name.
Really? Oh, just
Give
give me
us one.
one.
Give us one. Come on.
Because I
Always. You saw when I was coming out here, my piece of hair was sticking up. Actually, when I did my first video, this is why I became a perfectionist, because when you're starting out, right, especially when you start out really young, as you guys would know, you don't really think that you have say. Like, I didn't think I was allowed to go into the edit and be like, no, I don't like that shot. To the point where on my first video, Vision of Love, they left a shot in, and it kills me to this day.
Really?
They left the shot
What's
in
the shot?
where I'm doing something with my hand, because I always use I don't do it on purpose, singing with my hands. I try to control it these days. But I was using my hand, and a piece of hair broke. I was like, well, how are you going to leave that in a shot, in a video? How are you going to leave like a hair snapping off and think it's a good shot?
Are you serious?
Next time I see that, I gotta look for that.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what an edit was for. I don't know. Cut to the
But you
wide
know what?
shot.
But you're right. You know, when you start out, you don't know you can have say in those things.
I didn't realize it. I mean, actually, till like 2 years ago, that really everything that happens when you're an artist is like up to you, and it's your money. They end up, oh, here, do this kind of video, do whatever, but it's coming out of your pocket anyway.
Well,
so
you're very smart to get involved in all aspects. You know, I heard something about you on this tour. You were swimming with dolphins.
Yeah.
Was that totally cool?
That was like,
What was it like?
one of the most incredible things I've ever done. Have you ever done that?
No.
I've been around them and I've touched them and pet them, but never swimming with them.
It was well, I'm an animal fanatic anyway.
Okay.
But these dolphins were so incredible, and they came right up to me and they let me, like, they pulled me, and it was really like I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay in the water the whole time. I have a clip of it in my special. But
We actually have a clip here.
oh, they get okay.
Watch this.
Take a look.
They're very. How fast she goes? She's going so fast.
Oh, man. That must have been fun.
It was really cool.
Animal lover, do you have any pets real quick?
Yes, I do.
What pet?
My favorite pet is my Jack Russell.
What's that?
He's a dog.
A dog?
Yeah, but he might as well be a fish because he swims like that dolphin.
That's so great.
Well, don't go away. We'll be right back with more Mariah Carey right after
Jack,
this.
Jack Russell they're about this big.
That was Mariah from her special singing I Still Believe, which airs tomorrow night on UPN, 9 o'clock.
Now, you and Brenda K. Starr have a history together, don't you?
Yes, actually, she recorded I Still Believe and had a big hit with that record, and I used to be a backup singer for her, like right out of high school. And she actually helped me get my start, and that's why I remade the song. She used to bring me, she and her mom used to bring me clothes. I didn't have anything, you know, when I was like, I didn't have a winter coat, like a new coat and stuff. They used to bring me clothes and soup, and she used to be like, why don't you, she reminded me of all this stuff because she's on the special with me.
Oh,
and
great.
yeah, we're talking about things on the special, and she was reminding me of this time when she was like, why don't you buy this bathing suit? I was singing with her, and we were doing a show in someplace in California, and she was like, I was like, oh, that's so cute. She's like, why don't you buy it? And I was like, well, I have to buy cat food. Like, my priority was cat food.
Over your
over my
food.
bathing suit. She was like, you know, it was just funny because I was so, all I cared about was my cats, and I had this little
Well,
mattress where I
that
slept on
proves
the
you
floor.
are an animal lover.
I know,
Yes.
but I know, you
That's
can't make the
wonderful.
cat starve. I mean,
No,
Absolutely.
just to look cute.
Absolutely. You know, I have to say that your last CD, Butterflies, fantastic.
Thank
but
you.
I noticed on
yeah.
the new one, you have a butterfly down here.
What's the significance of that?
Well, really, most people would still be working singles from the Butterfly album, still be doing, you know, releasing different singles because it only came out. It came out like about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And I typically, you know, in my fashion, have never stopped, you know, releasing. I've released an album a year since I came out. And, you know, so, oh, let's just do what we always do and have something else out when you really should be still focusing on the project from a year before. But that album is my favorite album that I've done. It's the closest thing to me.
Great.
Why is
Great
that?
CD.
Well, I wrote the songs at a time when I was going through like a pretty major emotional transition. And
Is that when you're going through your divorce?
it was before, during.
Well, the reason I say, because I went through a divorce, and I know it's a really tough time to go through.
Right. It is, and it was also just leading up to that, you know, just my state of mind or whatever, and I put everything emotionally that was going on with me into my songs, into my writing, and into the performances. And a lot of times in the past, you know, when, like we were talking about starting out and not really having that much control, and I was working with producers or co-producers a lot of times in the beginning and listening to what other people wanted me to do as opposed to really doing what I wanted to do. Right. So with the Butterfly album, I really decided to go with my own instincts, and the reason I keep the symbol going, it's actually also on the inside of the CD, is because I really want people to I'm glad that they made these records #1, and that's why the #1's album is out and stuff, but Butterfly is really my creative statement.
Do you have a favorite song on Butterfly, something that's really meaningful to you from that time of your life?
Well, it's pretty much each song is like a chapter of what was going on in my life. I mean, some songs are like I'm writing exactly what I'm doing right now. You know, it's not like, and it was easier. I feel like they're much better lyrically than a lot of things in the past. I mean, there are songs in the past that I've done that I like and will always be like my signature songs. But I feel like the songs on Butterfly are very, very personal. Each one is like a page in my journal.
Speaking of personal, I was asking you in commercial break about this bracelet that you wear. You have to tell everybody, this is so cool.
Well, it's not really a bracelet. It's a necklace / belly chain / bracelet, ankle. I don't even know. But I wear it all the time because these were 2 rings, and they used to be all broken apart and messed up, and everybody used to be like, why do you wear those rings? They're a mess. Yeah, I can't give too much of it 'cause it's my little secret. But,
Oh, okay.
but I used to wear them, and they were totally broken, and they were from 2 different people, but they were very like symbolic for me, and I'm big on symbolic stuff, whatever. So when I got my first check, when I got my first record, my record deal, I had them blended together, and I always wear them. So
And you never take them off?
No,
Wow.
I either have
Isn't
them
that
around.
cool?
I always
Is it
put
too
'em
personal to
somewhere.
ask who gave you the rings, or is that going beyond the line?
My little secret.
Oh, just
Actually, one was a family member, and one was somebody that I used to be close with.
really.
Yeah.
That's
So
very
all
cool.
these things on the chain have some kind of symbolic importance.
Now, speaking of great things, you live in New York.
Oh, you have a
an apartment
townhouse.
there.
Yes.
Can I tell you, I love New York.
I've
I lived
seen
in New
some-
York as a single person.
Uh-huh.
It is the best place.
Yeah, it is. I haven't been there in like 2 months, but hey.
But I have seen.
I'll come over to my house here. We'll hang.
Mariah, I have seen some pictures of your townhouse. We're not talking little townhouses
no.
here. We're
This
talking
is
some beautiful
fabulous.
places.
Oh, thank
Like
you.
for instance, you have a closet.
Well, I
that
made
is
it into
like
a
the-
closet. It used to be somebody's office, but out of necessity, I had to make it into a
Look
closet.
at this, you guys.
Check this out.
Are you a shoe fanatic?
Look at that. That's a beautiful kitchen.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's my kitchen. Hi. Haven't seen you in a while. Am I a shoe fanatic? I don't know if I'm a fanatic. I was talking to you about my clothes issue before when I was starting out, and I had one pair of shoes and they had holes in them, and I used to walk back and forth to in New York in the snow, and I didn't want to. It's not that I couldn't have asked my mom for something, whatever. I could have, and she would have, done something and got me a pair of shoes, but it was like I knew that I was going to do this, and I made it a point to want to do it on my own. But since I only had that one pair of shoes, I guess now I'm into shoes.
But look
You
at
still
these.
have those shoes?
Look at these.
Do you still have them?
I saved them.
Are these beautiful?
You've still got them.
I saved them. I don't know where they are. I can't find them. They were up in my house, but I don't live there anymore. So I got to.
They're
But
probably
you
in the
saved
attic
the shoes.
somewhere.
I think
Storage
that's
somewhere.
fantastic.
Yeah, I have them. We were going to have them bronze just for
You
laughs.
should.
You should.
Mariah,
You should.
will you stay with us? Because right after this commercial break, I'm sure someone in the audience, a lot of people in the audience, want to ask you some questions, okay? So don't go away. We'll be right back with Mariah Carey right after this.
What miracles you can achieve when you believe somehow you win.
That was Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston in the studio recording "When You Believe" from the Prince of Egypt
right?
soundtrack, right?
Yes.
Great.
It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we got together and did that project together. She's
So,
great.
you know what? You hear all these stories about competition and
The
this and that.
rumors of
How do you guys get
cat
along?
scratch and all
It's
that.
funny because of all the people that I've met, and everybody always did create this rivalry, whatever. We didn't do it. It was other people. But of everybody that I've met, of all the entertainers that I've met, she and I really get along really well. Like we just got off. We spoke yesterday, and we're talking about things, and we have a lot in common because of our careers. And you don't really meet people like that in the business, that often.
What does Mariah talk about when she calls Whitney? So, Whitney, got a cup of sugar I can borrow? What do you
No,
talk about?
I mean that's not my bag anyway. But what were we talking about yesterday? I don't think I can get into it.
Oh, okay.
No, I think you can.
I won't try.
I will.
No, but you know what the main thing is? She's a really good person. She's cool. She's very, very talented. And I'm glad that we did this project, if for no other reason than that we really do get along. And, it's good to have a friend who understands what you do and what you go through in this industry.
Have you seen the movie yet?
I saw it. Well,
parts of
it was not finished when I saw it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's going to be really, really good.
We're excited. I'm very excited to see
I'm sure we got some questions out in the audience, okay?
Okay.
All right. Who's got a question?
Why don't you stand up? What's your name? My name is Eric.
Eric, you have a question.
Yeah, first of all, I want to tell you, Mariah, your music has made a major impact in my life. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I just think you're amazing. You're amazing. And I wanted to know, what would you say is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh, so they always ask me this, and it's like, why would I want to relive the splendor? Oh, my mic. There it goes. My most embarrassing moment. I'm sorry. The mic fell down, and then I bashed Marie in the hand. Hey. One of the most embarrassing things I've ever done was when I was in 7th grade, I shaved off my eyebrows because I didn't know you're supposed to pluck them and not shave them. So, you know, I shaved my eyebrows. It wasn't a sexy look at all. Then I dyed my hair orange by mistake because my mom was at work and I was, you know that stuff sun in? Did you ever see that stuff? So I was like with the sun in all the time because my hair was blonde when I was little and then it got darker when I got to be like 12. So I was sitting with the sun in, and I was blow drying my hair, and I said, you know what, I want to make it even lighter. So my friend and I bought this stuff, and it's a golden blonde, not knowing that that meant orange. So I'm using this stuff, and I'm blow drying with an orange blow dryer, and my friend's like, your hair is the same color as the blow dryer. What are you doing? And then this kid that I was in love with was sitting outside my house, and he was out there, and he was like, ew, your hair.
I shaved my eyebrows
we got one.
too. I did. Right here.
We got another question here. Listen, what's your name?
My name's Carey.
And what's your question?
My question is, when was the first time you sang in public?
I was 4 years old, and I sang. That's a very good question. Actually, I was just talking about this last night, ironically.
With Whitney?
No.
No.
with who was I talking? My friend Tracy. We were in this place, and we were in a restaurant, and this music was on, and it happened to be this song that was one of the first songs that I ever sang, and it was like this song that's in 5 different languages, and my mom taught it to me. My mom's an opera singer, and so she was always singing in, you know, Italian or German or whatever. And there's this song, I don't know the name of it, but they happened to be playing it at this restaurant I was at, and then you asked me the question. Hey, isn't that great?
Okay, we got another question up here. What is your name?
My name is Sally.
Sally, what's your question?
Ever get in trouble when growing up?
Ooh.
Did I ever get in trouble? Fortunately, I never got in too much trouble, if you know what I mean. What else? Let me think. Yeah, actually, I did. One time, these girls were really mean to me when I was little. I was like a little girl, and they were older, and they were knocking on my windows, and they scared me. It was this big thing that they did to me, and I was really upset about it. So for years, I prank called them, and to get back at them, my friend and I pranked their house, and finally they traced the call, and I got in trouble, and we had to pay like $500 to the, it was like a police thing, got involved, you know, conspiracy about the prank phone calling. And
Are you serious? Really?
Yes. And they were like, Mariah, we know it's you. And I was like, oh no, I'm foiled, I'm through. And my mom, because I wasn't even calling from my house, it was somebody else's house.
Wow.
You know, the things we do.
Now, is it true that you liked to watch a lot of television growing up and that you collected dolls and things like that?
Well,
I heard this.
I didn't collect dolls. I had Barbies, and I had a few like dolls from TV shows. Like I had the Charlie's Angels dolls.
Uh-huh.
I have a memory of there were Donnie and Marie dolls, weren't there?
Oh, yes.
Because I remember when I was little, I think I just remember, like, because you have microphones. Did you have microphones?
Yeah. Well,
you know,
see,
singing, I
to
would
thank
want a
you,
doll.
Donnie, you have to help me out here. To thank you for being here today. You know, I designed dolls.
Right.
And this is a limited
didn't know you were gonna do
edition
this?
that I just did. And these are in porcelain. These are not the vinyl version, but these are the dolls. And they're in porcelain of the Donnie and Marie dolls with the microphones.
Oh, those are so cool.
That's cool. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Everybody see these? Look how cool these are.
So there's Donnie. Here's Donnie. Well, they're all packed up now and everything.
Here's
but
Donnie.
There's Donnie.
What are you laughing for?
And these are porcelain?
They're all porcelain.
And did you
Yeah.
design these?
I did. They're all there.
Isn't
they're
that great
collector.
that she can design dolls? She designed all these. That's dolls. I love that. That's so pretty.
I'll get you one of the Adora bells.
Thank you
I'll
very
get you
much.
that.
Thank you
That's
so
very
much
sweet.
for being
Thank
on
you.
the show. I get one of
Thanks
those
for having
too.
me.
And we want to remind
Thanks,
everybody, the special is on tomorrow night,
Yes.
9 p.m. and UPN.
Yes.
Mariah Carey!
Thanks, everybody.
Let's hear it for her!
He's performed for kings and queens, and now he's going to entertain you. Next, magician Howard Posner. And later, Donnie and Marie go online and sing a song.